yourself aware. Try to let all your mates know that you wasted money on YouTube and merch with a shirt that actually tells them that you wasted money on YouTube and merch. Right now there's 2 editions. I spent 30 quid on this because I'm a drunk cunt hoodies, and I spent 18 quid on this because I'm a drunk cunt t-shirt, coming in black, white or grey. So what are you waiting for? Go ask your debit card, get yourself some fucking merch. Nice one, pal. Fucking nigga. Ah, how's it going, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm a little bit drunk. Ah, what was that?
How shitty would it be if Santa was a separate society?
Fuck off! Sorry, fucking language, how are you doing? This is not a fucking side, yeah, what are you about?
This is how society pays good. It is good. Women are paid 23% less with less opportunity to work.
Shut up, just work longer hours, fucking... I can't say that, can I? Just do overtime then! Fucking hell!
What the fuck, you jerk?
Okay, no, listen. Shut up.
Women who get A's are paid as much as guys who got C's than half.
How the fuck do you know that? There can't be any fucking statistics.
Hey.
No, shut up. Maybe you spend more time in the fucking kitchen actually cooking meals. You know what
I lost my TV remote. Right there it is. This girl was shooting a Glock and one of the rounds fell down her chest. You know how right when they're shot, they're really hot? Yep. Okay, so this mom just jumped this kid's bike, and the bike fell over, and the kid was like, "Ooh, shoot, I gotta go get my bike!"
Right behind. 3 o'clock.
I'm not.
This guy just 3 o'clock. The hell is wrong with you?
Really?
Yeah,
I'm on the stream now.
I'm only back a couple of minutes.
I can't. Not on Xbox. go on stream on my phone so I can see. Hey bro, you gonna finish the pizza?
Finish the pizza. No, ish.
I can't rewind it, so I'm sad.
Yes, everybody's on this side of the area.
I had the TV muted, so.
Wow.
Well, I'm muting the TV so I don't hear myself.
You checked out? I've been on there. Oh, girls, look at today. Feel better?
I'm injured slightly. Ah!
What is?
I should have been that guy that instantly ran. And then got out.
Pervert. Balls.
Force the gas to load right away.
If you love me, let me.
Hello? Hello? Sweet, it works. Well, you weren't on chat. We're gonna shoot them all. Hello, bang, 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 bang. Oh, whatever. If I go on YouTube with them just freaking out. Wow, I can barely hear you. Yeah, what do you think I'm doing? I'm also about to stream it to my TV. But come on, I'm trying to put you stream on my 50-inch TV and enjoy the glory. But I can't, it won't work. Oh, there we go. Yeah, on a 50-inch flat screen. Let's zoom up. Give me a second, I'm on my head. Okay, what? Sure. Where the hell is my TV remote? My bitch, where's my TV remote? Please let me push buttons on you. Ah, fucking TV. The hell, play. Fucking TV. I know you work. I will fucking come to your house and rape you. Okay. Ignore me. So what happened to John? Yeah, my entire family left. Literally left. I came out of the bathroom because I was hiding. Sat down on my chair. Oh, I was in the bathroom when I called you on Skype. Don't judge. So I start making I made the disc. And then yeah, then I came out here, sat down, joined the call. Now I'm trying to find the TV remote. Dumbass. If I just come over here. Oh, I got face paint and so cute. What the hell is this? I don't know. It's fucking my TV. I'm just gonna hard reset my TV real quick. It was Dora the Explorer in Chinese. Yeah. Me neither. So. Come on, work. Let's go over to YouTube. I passed YouTube. There, this should work. Talk. Balls, why won't you work? Oh, because it's connected, it's not streaming. Come on. Try again. Son of a bitch, why won't it play through my speaker? Whatever, okay, let's see if I can stream to you now. Come on, you damn thing, work. Oh, I'm basically here. I just need to get it to stream to my TV real quick. There. But come on. Some of it won't connect. My clutch there now. Oh, you fucking TV. Why would you even waste your time on Bitcoin? Yeah, I know. I told my mom about it. She goes, really? It was, yeah, but Bitcoin is dead. Like, you can't get any money out of it. You can't, it's dead at this point. I can't find my TV remote. What is? What's what? Oh. Finding the stupid TV remote and going to your channel and watching your damn screen. Where the hell would my TV remote be? Watch, there's gonna be like Zen still here and hidden in the back. Well, I'm confused. Give me a second. I don't know if you have to. Alright, okay. Where's the... No, the worst part about this damn TV remote is I'm a fucking idiot. So I just remember something. Hate that. Search your name now. I don't even get a thing. Oh, those stupid videos right there.
What?
There, I'm on your live stream. That is some crappy. That is some crappy.
Get back!
There, I'm on your live stream.
Get the hell out.
Yeah? Huh? No, they already left.
Nobody.
Fall back!
Yeah, me.
Oh.
Everybody else left.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Where are they at?
I. Alright. Alright, give me a second. I think my mom's gonna be listening, so I'm gonna turn this. Considering that she's right by that. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Donovan is running around with Evan and
Stupid thing. Can't turn it
what are
down.
you doing?
I'm trying to watch something on this, but I can't turn it down. Yeah.
What are you doing, Candy?
Right there.
Where?
Coffee table, right?
Huh?
Coffee table.
Okay, here. I'm gonna turn the light on over here.
Okay.
Do you check it like every half an hour?
Yeah.
2 minutes? What, some more in it? Keep an eye on how many come and go, maybe?
Yeah.
And then just add a bag.
Alright.
That way everybody can go with it. Okay? And any candy that we have, we can put out.
Alright.
Oh, front seat of the van, too. What are you doing?
I'm trying to make this thing shut up.
Oh.
I just noticed if I turn this on, I can turn it all the way down. I'm talking.
Here, you promise?
What?
Promise?
Yeah.
С утра выпил, весь день свободен.
Чё, обосрался? Ты где?
Not yet. But I'm gonna set a bag out. Or a thing out. Where's the bowl can? Oh, right there. Okay.
At that door.
Door.
I don't know, the front door?
Yeah.
Where are you putting it?
Putting it over by where you just.
Oh.
I'm just gonna sit at the top of the steps. And Dominic's gonna check it every once in a while and add more.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
You're not gonna answer the stand by the door now?
Alright.
It looks like.
Это куда? О, вижу.
Okay. Oh God, I see where you're. Jesus Christ. Holy people. Oh, you're inside, right? Okay. Oh, you're screwed. Don't die. Don't die.
Вон он упырь.
I know. I'm watching you run right now. Someone's gonna shoot you. And a blackout leg. Oh, God. Well, it's yeah. Yeah. What'd you get? Really? Mm-hmm. How many rubles is that? I mean, how many? That's not too bad. I mean, the scheme of things, that's not too bad. No, he has no ammo. Oh. Oh. I saw what you did. From what? Lady? I heard what you said. I mean, I think, how does the money system work in this? Like, how does the US dollars, euros, rubles, how does that work? Uh, okay, so then how do the euros come into play? Find one? Okay, I'm gonna walk in for a second. I'm gonna go throw something away. You know how I did how tempted I am just to walk around the house through these crutches. What do you mean? I'm on my way back, so. What? Did you know, I wasn't watching for most of it, so. I'm all set. I know how the scavs. I know what scavs and cars are. No. Please explain. Hmm. What do you mean by calm? Relax. I got this stupid face paint and it's driving me batshit crazy. No, face paint, my aunt. It's kind of. I'd have completely dropped that guy. What did he have? Oh, I haven't. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're gonna get shot. Holy fuck. What the hell was that noise? You don't like contact? I have to ask, why are you dropping them rather than... Ooh, you dropped that motherfucker. I'm gonna go turn up my volume so this will help me hear an echo. I'll actually be able to hear you. I can't laugh at that. Damn. Gotta get out of there, mate. Holy fucking fuck sack. Well, is that that's an AK? Holy shit, motherfucking shit sack. Words I'm trying not to too loud, even though I can. If I wanted to, and I could yell fuck as loud as I wanted to. I want to examine that magazine. I know. Must have got leg shots. Hello, whoever. Who was it? No, I don't. I know. I didn't see him wiggling, but I just saw your pistol like. Pop, 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 pop. Wow, you're the most cautious person I've ever seen go through this. Every time I watch anyone, they're like bolting down these hallways. Means you can take a couple hits, right? Back up. I love how they have a cup on the port armor. A cup? Oh, I saw that. I'm like a couple seconds behind. So it lagged back for me and I saw it. Saw it, man. I don't see he alive. Oh, I don't see it now. Don't do it, Ethan. Is that like the biggest pig in the game now or no? Bigger than Trizep? No. I know that it's shit like 70 plus items in the coffee. I'm not talking. Mm. I know, I saw. I don't think he fired a bullet. I honestly think either he was out. No, he wasn't. He might have been mid-reload or something. Oh, fucking. Oh, shit. I don't even have anything to say. Besides, I need to plug my tablet. God damn, that's fucking terrible. How's that beast computer coming out for you? Yeah. I've not seen a single person. Why is there a car in our driveway? There's some random fucking person's car in our driveway. I'm kind of fucking scared. I have no idea who the fuck this person is, and they're just fucking parked in our driveway. Give me a second. I'm back. Ethan, you still there? Alright, I'm back. Who are you looking for? What do you mean? It's, I have no idea who the fuck that guy's car is. Who the fuck? Some motherfucker parked their car in the fucking driveway and left. Well, not in the car, so. Mm-hmm. You should do. Yeah, it was fucking completely frozen, then unfroze, then froze again, and your screen went black. Yeah. and you're gonna get shit stuff. At that point, you're probably being too slow. I don't mean to sound like a dumbass, but I think you're being too slow. I don't mean to sound like that guy that's like, but you're honestly being too careful and like you would me? Oh, the guy. He had a fully auto thing, but I'm not looking at that. You know, with that blacked out arm and blacked out leg. Damn candy and leave, kids. Oh my god. No, parents did a drive-by. Oh, the door's still open. These people like did a stop. Kids get out. They got out, still moving. The car stops. They get out, leave the door open. He starts driving away. Door opens all the way, and you just see this like little 2-year-old girl staring out the door. And he gets out, shuts the door, and jumps back in and drives away. That was perfect. What gun? What gun did you get? Well, get out quick. So go, 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 go. Yeah, coming out tomorrow when I punch you in your nuts and you feel pain. Oh. No, I would be so hilarious if that body you just ran over. If some random, like, naked with no ammo comes, runs over it, like, goes to loot it, pulls out this, like, 5 AKs, all kinds, like an MPX, all kinds of stuff, shoots you down, takes your stuff, and then runs. Told you, too careful last time. Yeah, it is. Oh, hey, there's like 3 cars out outside our house right now. I know, I'm gonna release stock pretty soon. Oh, wrong side of the house, kid. Wrong side of the house. Oh. No, I mean that door doesn't open. Right back. Okay. And I'm back. I'm not here. Okay. No. Yeah, the kids' moms saw it, cause they're over there. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like maneuvering over piles of clothes and shit. Get over there. It's like, oh, you found it. Yeah, we found it. Thank you. Yeah. Bitch shouldn't even say fucking nice candy. Well, right now we have sucker. But later we're gonna. Hey, right now. That's because that's what was in the bowl when we put it out. I'm gonna put more shit in later. Pretty soon I'm gonna go and dump an entire bag of fucking candy in it. You cannot have the candy, motherfucker. And 3, Dominic. I fucking hate you too, Ethan. Man, there's a lot of fucking people coming. Right now it's empty, but there's a fucking shit ton of people that come here. Yeah. Not just shit, but Olive. There's a reason behind me looking out the window every 5 seconds and checking the ball often. There's a reason behind me checking it. I'd be like, we should have put it over fucking there. Why did we put the other door? I would have had to go outside to get to it. Never mind. Because then I have a straight spot to right where it is. No, say take. Don't say. Ethan, no. They say take one. They don't say take one piece. So take one bowl, right? I'll go wash shit off my face real quick. I'm taking you with me, so. Ethan, they can't hear you. We're in the bathroom. Where's that washcloth? No washcloths, only towels? Ethan, if I was gonna duct tape your mouth shut, I'd put a gag in your mouth, then duct tape your mouth shut, and then put a fucking steel door over your mouth. And in the process of that, put a bunch of fucking soundproofing over it. Holy shit, that's cool. Okay, well, give me a second. I'm brushing shit off my face. I just need to get most of it. I don't have to get all of it yet. With my luck, some random kid just came and took it all. I went to the bathroom when they fucking stole it all. Good enough. I still have a bunch of shit on my eyes, but looks like we're cracking. You could, but nobody goes down to those houses. Trust me, I know from experience. Okay, what am I looking at? Holy fuck! Oh, not even the scav back. I mean, not even the MP5. I say not even the MP5 was that. It was like a $2,000 gun. I'll be right back. Oh gosh. Something to eat. I've been getting something to eat. Suck dick. Because what? Buddy. What? Then a little boy, big world. Classic story. I guess the real word not this is what? Fuck you. Or not. You're the definition of a dick sucker. Good point. This is the I'm in my kitchen eating food, and we're yelling back and forth. Pretty good. What? Yeah. I heard you. No, I couldn't I couldn't. Don't ask me why he's in my bedroom or how he got in the house, but he is and what? Huh. Wow. It did. What's good shit? Just have to be doing a factory run, don't you? It ain't loading, is it? It's doing the same that happens to me in Rust when I try to change like the how the sound comes through the speakers and stuff, and it just sits there frozen. Huh? Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh. What's that piece of computer doing for you? Uh, well, yeah. Uh, I mean, you could move your mouse. Or like actually, oh well, I can get the loading wheel. It's loading. OBS. It's crashing your OBS. Oh, no. Well, I mean, it's got a loading wheel of death to me right now. Nope. Oh wait, there we go. Why'd you spawn in? Some guy's walking right past you or something. So you just like, completely geared. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be your dad too. So you're gonna be in here cussing up a storm. And he's gonna be like, "Oh, that bastard keeps swearing." Yep. Oh well. We got two people with dogs outside my house just staring up at my end of my driveway. Hey, you're still good. Oh. It's not the best, but it's not bad. Oh, you got shot. Oh god, you did. You're gonna die of it. Right now. Oh, the first thing you do when you get a nice gun is take it in the middle of factory. I should go check my bowl. After you die. I should cut up. Again? Stop it. Why? Ethan! Oh my fucking god, there's like 70,000 fucking people. At the neighbor's house. Oh my god, Beth, there's like 70 people parked outside your house. Well, everything just picked up big time. I'm gonna have to go restock that bowl. I'll be back. Oh, you're in. Thank God. Okay, I'll be back. Oh, I thought you were snapping. Ethan, what the heck? Oh, okay, I'll be right back. Back. Ooh, you get a factory key? Did you get a factory key? Oh, it looked like it for a second. Apparently they don't like our house, so they didn't come. But there was like probably 40 some cars and probably like 50 people all in my neighbor's driveway. Not the cars weren't, but there was probably 50 some people in her driveway trying to get candy. And none of them came on a bowl sitting out with candy in it. None of them came to our house. When they thought it was restocked, they all left. Damn bastard. No. What, you mean I ate them, or? I don't know how much was missing. I didn't count. I honestly didn't even know I don't know if anybody even took it. To be dead honest, I think they might have just seen what we had and left. My mom wants to get people to come take candy. They better get. She needs to get some fucking good candy. Oh, by the way, all she had for me to put out was candy or sucker. No, stalkers. Did you see the thing paged you on my hand? See what paged you on my hand? Oh. Well, it's almost gone now, but it was really fucking cool. It's basically this like circle that has a bunch of lines in it, and then another circle, and then has like all these different lines that come out of it, and it's meant so you don't know where the lines are going. It's an eye trick, but it looks really fucking cool. Yeah. What happened to the site you had on that? Oh no, man. Yeah, I know. I stopped. That is a fact. Oh wow, that's way up. The stream was probably a good 10 seconds behind. Oh, you were in the one place, but by the time I heard the I had made, you already left the room and were walking down the hallway. Yeah. Oh, well then it's not that far behind because I just saw you look at the window. Oh, yeah, it was probably about the same one. It's probably a good, then it's probably 5 seconds. 5 seconds. You're just in stairs. You haven't even, oh, yep, there, you just looked back. And now you're going down the stairs. And I'm now looking backwards, going down the stairs. Just walked around the one thingy. And I don't know, aiming and going down the stairs. It's a decent amount of time. Wouldn't know, I haven't seen it yet. Uh-oh. Down the stairs or where? No, I was probably. I guess that's. I didn't do bodies, but that's how you aim. Do you? Anyone? Yeah. Huh. Then you'll jump what? 5? Huh. I honestly forgot, but if I wanted to, I could watch porn on my TV. I could watch porn, how about my TV? It has an online feature, so you can search stuff. You can go to the internet and search. So if I honestly want to do it right now. No, I said I could. Yeah, no, she'd see it through the window behind me. Oh, one of the kids would. I have no idea when they're gonna go back, so there's no point, because I'll probably turn it on, and then the instant I turn it on, she's gonna come in. Nope. Even when there's no one around, we use headphones. Oh. Yeah. What? Are you serious? You know, probably, I don't know, 5 years ago, I used to do the same thing, but I didn't know it was illegal at that time. So then, not that long after, I learned that it was for some reason. Uh-huh. Because, from my experience, someone's knocking on my door. Yeah, so either it was some dumbass kid playing Ding Dong Ditch, or it was some like little kid came up knocking on the door, and then the parents told them where the candy was. Probably, because now when that door gets knocked on again, I'm saying fuck you. No, it was some little kids. They're walking away right now. Yeah. Not even let them post it. It wouldn't even be the posted. They can't control if they're posting it, but it's what's there and keep it for a fact. They have a reporting system, so if they don't see it right off the bat, someone can report. Yeah, that's a fucking noodle. That's a suspect. No, I'm talking to myself. Give me a second. Yeah. But yeah, I know for sure they have a reporting system, so if they don't, well, I don't. They it can get taken down. Where the hell? Oh. What? Wow. There's not even a delete all thing. Like clear all history. Wow. Yeah. Which I make sure to clear that too. Wow. Mm. Oh, beyond. Oh, I haven't cleared my history in a while. Here's the thing, I never use my Google Chrome. I use this other thing where it takes you to Google, but it takes you in incognito mode. So you don't have to clear your history. Apparently it's been a while. Let me check. No, it hasn't. I make sure to clear all the bad shit off. I'm good. I'll be right back to you.
This is a MailChimp brain. It's like a second brain for your business that does things your regular brain doesn't have time to do. Those things are called automations, but we think it's like one big brain. The good news, if you have MailChimp, you already got one. All you have to do is turn it on.
Alright. Got our 2 crates we're going to use. We got this pretty beastly computer here.
Right now we're pushing about 600 per card, all into 1.2 mega hashes, which is giving us about...
Alright, well I just turned it off the big TV. Well, okay, play with Devin if he wants. I'm watching your stream right now. Can't hear you. You're way too quiet. Yeah, I know. Well, only 2 of them. Mal, is anyone else coming back or no? Is anyone else coming back? Alright. No idea. Take me one. No, I don't know. There's a button on the bottom, yeah. What? What? That's awesome, then. That's cool. Can I see it?
Maybe a stick bomb by the top.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, then guess what? Guess what? Hold on then. Hold on. Ready? Oh, it didn't work. I was trying to stick it to your forehead. Turn the Xbox on. Yeah. I'll be right back. Yeah! It's on the railing. Because I moved it, nobody was coming to see it. Oh, well.
Almost a Litecoin day. So, this is my stitch up of zip ties here. 1,250 watt power supply, kilowatt, high expensive 4 gigs of RAM, a piece of junk hard drive.
It's 3:14 in the morning. There it is. There it is. 116 watts, 8.79 amps, 470 kilowatts from the last power outage. This is our terrible setup. Wires sticking out. That's it. Flip the switch.
Kentucky! We got cheap electric down here. We have moved everything from Virginia to Kentucky. And thanks to all the ridiculous amount of hours spent in Virginia, I was able to get these up and going in about 20-30 minutes. 675 kilohashes per card. The personal stitches. About 875 each. Rigger was pushing at, a good 640. Like going to the moon! Which we will be hooking up all the machines in the wonderful pole barn behind me. I'm not giving you the address so you don't outload the location of this. From this wire here, directly into our electric box here. And Kyler is meticulously, perfectly aligning all wires into the system. What, you got one more to go, I guess? One more to go as soon as that one's in. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and welcome to Litecoin 2014. Oh, this is my second trip to Kentucky for the rig. Oh, watch the end. Goodness sakes. Man, got up there network cable? Well, don't get it in the snow.
What? I'm gonna go straight this out. This power supply running pretty much at max. It's at 340 and it's at only a 400 watt. It's powering the hard drive, the motherboard, part of the motherboard, and these parts of these two cards. What that does is it relieves this power supply from having to power that. This motherboard doesn't hold 4 cards.
The riggers in here stay really good. Cable.
Alright,
network cable run.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I got the stream on the TV. Zen, are you the only one staying, or is Haley and them staying too? Okay. What candy basket? Yeah, it's on the rug thing. Rug thing. Yeah, rug, middle thing. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Okay.
What? I am. I'm open more right now. Hold what? Don't hold my.
When you get that open, you want to turn the light on? Thank you. Add it. Yeah. I got it back from TVs. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I think it does. What? Yeah. Not you. They're doing something, I don't know. It's because they always want to talk to me. What's that? Mel, are you staying? Mel, are you staying? Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm watching you.
Где ты, а, сука?
You get him? What's the song? The one that's playing. Oh.
Девка ебаная!
You're still there, right? I wish there was a way to set up like you couldn't hear the people in Discord on the stream. Not to not pick up this person. Oh. What do you mean, creepy? I can't hear it, but okay. What then? If you want, then you can only play that with other. Then you can only play that with other people. This was there, RookySum. What? That was the TV. No. No, he has to play with someone else. Yeah. No, no. Yeah, I'm talking to Ethan. You're fine. Zendaya.
I'm injured slightly. Damn, they got me really bad.
Can you hear me now? I joined. Wait, you moved me into the other one? That. Oh, so I was in the owners chat? I was in the Escape from Tarkov one. Guess I'm gonna go back to that, so talk to you on that. Okay, can you hear me still? Okay. You're really quiet. Yeah, give me a second. You're extremely quiet. Can you like move closer to your mic or something? Yeah. That's better. Oh, okay then. Well, I stopped listening, so what? There's too much noise. I somewhat saw it, but then I got caught up in trying. You said you wanna know what's funny, and then you cut out.
Right?
To be completely honest, I'm gonna play Xbox and just listen to music. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'll talk to you later. I was in the
little
owners chat.
overview
Okay.
of what we got. 4 machines, 12 amps just between these two. Is
How
12
do I
amps.
disconnect?
About 9 amps, about 6 amps. So.
This computer was collecting dust. It was a Bitcoin miner, $2,500. It's been sitting for about 18 months. The name of this guy is Stitches. Sure enough, I plugged it in, hooked it up, and this sucker was ready to mine. Craziness. Just stinking craziness. Oh, there it goes. Woo! Bringing in the money. This, my friends, is how you make $400 a month.
Alright, we're at Digital Go! Yeah! By the way, what we got going on? We got Blackbird, Low Profile, Master Chief, I forgot the name. We're Space Mountain. Got our own little sub panel box. Run upstairs. 80 amps of power. Monitoring the whole thing.
We had a massive rainstorm that dropped an insane amount of water into this place. I just want you to know this water level is here within 30 minutes.
This is absurd. Let's look back here where the power is. Covering all that. We got main lines coming in, water. These are the rig setup we got going on now. And there is our water. See that?
Well, get in the chat. I'll put your name down in there. You get your name in there. Get all those names. Come on. Gotta give something away here.
I'm gonna tear everything down you say. Don't even ask him.
I'm just blood honest. I got it! Yeah! I got it! Woo! We got our first Bitcoin! Okay, we just did it live stream. Ready, hit set!
Let's have a look at my Bitcoin wallet. This is my Bitcoin wallet. This is Bitcoin that I earned. I didn't buy.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Tech Crack House. So this video will actually center around cryptocurrency mining. So if you like cryptocurrency mining, you're in for a treat. Also, feel free to leave a like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button below to receive a notification every time the Tech Crack House uploads a video. Other than that, folks, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, ladies and gents, so before I really kick off this video, I want to give a brief disclaimer. A lot of this information is dependent on the price of Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining difficulty. Now, currently Bitcoin is valued at $4,360 per coin. The price of Bitcoin does tend to fluctuate quite a bit, so keep that in mind when you're watching this video. Also keep in mind that many of the miners that I'll be talking about are actually not available on the Bitmain website, so in order to buy them, you'll probably have to buy them on eBay and shell out a good price for them. I wish that wasn't the case. Unfortunately, that's how things are kind of going with the Bitcoin mining world. Also keep in mind that Bitcoins are hot and they are extremely noisy. So if you don't want to deal with the heat or the noise, I would suggest avoiding this altogether. Other than that, today I have 7 miners lined up to talk about, so I'll be running through all of them, talking about if they're profitable or not, giving you some facts and figures, and kind of letting you decide whether or not you're interested in checking this out. Bitcoin mining can definitely have its perks, however, it can be high risk, and you know, I would suggest that you do even more research further beyond this video if you are in fact interested in mining Bitcoin. So one thing I did actually want to say is that for all of these tests, I will be assuming that power costs 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So keep that in mind. But anyway, folks, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. So we're going to start here with the Antminer U1. Now, I actually did a video on the Antminer U1 not long ago, and I found that it's really not very profitable at all. Now, the price of Bitcoin has gone up even more since then, so maybe it's worth it now, maybe not, okay? So the Antminer U1 currently costs around $46 per unit. However, that's a pretty conservative estimate. That's what it should cost, okay? It can usually sell for upwards of $80 or $90 on eBay because people overvalue this equipment to a pretty extreme degree, and that causes pretty severe price inflation. The hashing power of the Antminer U1 is 1.8 gigahashes per second. It's not overclockable, and it draws 2 watts from your computer or whatever USB power source you might actually have it in. So with those figures, you would never break even on this investment. In fact, you would lose roughly $1.10 per year because power costs would actually outweigh your profits. Now annually, this would mine 0.000149973 Bitcoin. Now that's actually 0.65 USD or 65 cents. So as I said in my previous video, because you're paying $1.75 per year per power, you're actually better off walking down the street and picking up quarters. That's a better money-making opportunity than actually using an Antminer U1. Which sounds extreme, but it is true. So an Antminer U1 is really just not profitable at all. In fact, I would avoid these entirely. A lot of people charge exorbitant prices for them, and quite frankly, they just aren't worth it. So moving right along, we have the Antminer U2, and you might be saying, you just covered the U1, why are you covering the U2? Okay, isn't it pretty much the same thing? It is, it's a slightly more efficient version of the Antminer U1, which is, you know, pretty bad. The U2, however, costs about $60. However, they usually go between 90 and 100 because of their upgraded hashing power. The hashing power for the U2 is actually 2.0 gigahashes per second, which isn't that great once again, and the power use is roughly 2 watts. So that means that once again, just like with the U1, you would never break even mining with a U2. Now your outlook is slightly better. With the U2, you'd actually mine 0.000166 Bitcoin per year, which is equivalent currently, once again, to 73 cents for a whole year of mining. That means that the power cost would be roughly $1.75 once again, meaning that you're in the red $1.03 for the year. Once again, you're better walking down the street or going to a car wash and hoping that you find spare quarters on top of the ATM, or the money dispenser, or whatever they call that thing. So next, we're shifting gears a little and we're moving away from the Antminer U2. We're going to be looking at the Grid Seed Orb now. Now the Orb mines at 11 gigahashes per second, which isn't really fantastic. It uses 52 watts of power, which once again is pretty minimal, but not really enough, you know, of an offset from your hashing power to actually make you any sort of money. With the Grid Seed Orb, which currently sells for around $58, including a power supply on eBay, you'd be losing roughly $41.56 per year. Now, the Grid Seed Orb mines roughly 0.000915 Bitcoin per year, the best we've seen so far. However, that's roughly $3.99 per year in US dollars, and you'd be paying 45 cents a year in power. So, once again, the power cost just isn't really worth it, okay? And because of that, it's not going to be worthwhile. So even though it is mining at a slightly higher rate, it's still just not really worthwhile. So now we're getting into the real meat and potatoes, okay? The Antminers, and you might notice that there are many Antminers on this list. That's because Antminer is one of the most preeminent manufacturers of Bitcoin miners in the world currently. So moving on to the Antminer S1, which has a hashing power of 180 gigahashes per second. It costs about $105 on eBay. Unfortunately, you can't really buy it new anymore because it is pretty outdated. The power in watts actually costs, it uses about 360 watts from the wall, which isn't really fantastic, but at the same time, it's not bad. So with an Antminer S1, you would earn roughly 0.01497 Bitcoin per year, which is getting better. That's roughly 65.29 US dollars per year. However, you'd be paying $315 in power per year at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, and that means that overall you'd be losing $250 per year. So the Antminer S1, once again, really is not profitable. Moving on, we're going to look at the Antminer S3. We're becoming slightly more efficient as we move up in rankings. Now, the S3 uses about 355 watts of power, so it's actually slightly more power efficient than the Antminer S1. It mines at 453 gigahashes per second, which is actually a little better. It's actually becoming respectable now. The total price is about $535, which, you know, is not bad, but it's definitely becoming a bit more expensive. So once again, with the Antminer S3, you would actually earn 0.03768 Bitcoin per year at the current difficulty. That's roughly 164 US dollars per year, so we're getting closer. However, you'd still lose $146 per year as you're paying $310 per power for a year, which is actually pretty expensive still. So the Antminer S3, once again, is really not profitable. Moving on, we're going to skip a few generations up to the Antminer S7. Now the S7 is actually getting to, you know, a mining rate where you can actually break even with this thing. It will make you money eventually, however, with increasing difficulty, the prospects of making a decent amount of money are, you know, slim to almost none, but it's still there, okay? You can still possibly make money off of this. So the Antminer S7 costs around $1,300 on eBay. On a good day, I've seen some go for $2,500 or more. It really depends on who's buying these and when. The hashing power is roughly 4,730 gigahashes per second, which is pretty good, okay? Now this uses 1,600 watts of power, which is nothing to sneeze at. However, annually, this would mine 0.3934 Bitcoin per year, so about a third of a Bitcoin per year, if not slightly over a third. So in US dollars, that's 1,715 USD per year. Now, you'd be paying roughly $1,400 per year in power, so that means that your profit would be $314 per year, meaning that you'd break even in roughly 1,510 days of mining. Now, that's definitely better than what we've seen, okay? That's better than the U1, obviously. That's better than the U2. That's better than the S1, the S3, etc. It's still not fantastic. And for that initial payout, you're not making all that much money. Now we're going to move on to the holy grail, the current holy grail of Antminers, which is the Antminer S9. Of course, you've probably heard of this. If you haven't, it's pretty power intensive. However, it actually mines at a pretty respectable rate. It uses 1300 watts of power per year, so 300 less than the Antminer S7, and it hashes at 13,500 gigahashes per second, which is roughly 3 times the hash rate of the Antminer S7, so it's very power efficient. Now, from Antminer's website, you can typically get these at roughly $1,400 per unit. However, Antminer's website is almost always sold out of these, and a lot of people buy the pre-orders for these S9s and they sell them on eBay for roughly $4,000 to $5,000. It's extremely expensive. People price gouge other people like crazy, and it makes it extremely difficult to actually get your hands on one of these machines. However, if you do, they can actually be decently profitable if you're okay with the noise and everything else, and the power use and the heat and the, everything else associated with them. Using an Antminer S9, you'd break even in roughly 135 days, assuming that you're paying $1,400. If you're paying more, let's say $4,000, you would break even in roughly 388 days. So over a year, once again. But, you would mine roughly 1.1229 Bitcoin per year, pardon me. That's roughly 4,896 USD per year. Your power cost would be roughly 1,138 USD per year. So that means that your profit for a year would theoretically be $3,758. Now that's at current Bitcoin prices at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, and that's optimal for now. However, if the difficulty of Bitcoin increases, which it is guaranteed to, you won't necessarily be able to make money with this, or you won't be able to make as much as you currently can. If the price of Bitcoin keeps up proportionally, then you might be okay. However, the price of Bitcoin, unlike difficulty, is not guaranteed to rise. So keep that in mind. If you are interested in mining, I highly encourage you to do other research. This video is kind of a precursor or an introductory video to mining.
You can be smart. But the hunt has already begun. You can be confident. Are you kidding me? Touchdowns, dinosaur! But here, only the quickest survive. Watch ECS Season 4 on YouTube Gaming, powered by Alienware.
Conversations are probably the most important but also delicate way we communicate with each other. What we say and how we say it affects a lot of what we intend to mean. You probably grew up with a mom or dad or any adult telling you that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all, or think before you speak. Well, essentially, that's what discretion is. Actually, if the only thing you have to say might come off as mean, be a little careful with your wording. Yes, that top makes you look thick. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love you. Don't hurt me. We're late because you're slow. But I like to live by an old saying in Sufism. Before you speak, you should let your words pass through 3 different gates. Is it true? Is it kind? And is it necessary? And this has helped me a lot with interacting with other people. As kids, we didn't really think about what we said. It was usually just word vomit where we played ignorant to what they meant or the impact they had on those who received it. Like those kids who retaliate to their parents disciplining them, saying things like, "I hate you, Mom," and "I'm gonna run away," or some bullshit empty threats. Look here, privileged 10-year-old. I'm sorry you got your Xbox taken away because you prioritized it over your other responsibilities, but you'd probably die out there after a day without your parents, let's be honest. Like, if you're gonna run away and you meant it, you just do it without announcement. Like, if someone kidnapped you and held you for ransom and they went to the kitchen for a few minutes, you're not gonna be like, "Hey, I hate you. If you don't set me free, I'm gonna run away." If you have the opportunity, just fucking run. Okay, maybe not a good analogy. Don't run away, kids. You'll get your Xbox back. Your parents did pay for it after all. Anyway, yeah, discretion. I come by a plethora of people who don't exactly think about what they say before it leaves their ugly mouth. People often get carried away with their sense of freedom of speech and disregard the consequences of their words or actions and fail to display the empathy needed for us to understand each other. Just because you can say it doesn't mean you have to. Again, is it true, is it kind, and is it necessary? If it fails any of these, you might want to reconsider letting it pass through. But if it still manages to force its way past the gates, maybe don't be surprised if nobody likes you. You know? A couple of months ago, I went to Crunchyroll Expo. Use crunchyroll.com/domics for 14 free premium days. And I was hosting a panel on one of those days. I brought a few of my friends on stage, Lily Pichu being one of them. We held a Q&A session, and this kid comes up and says to Lily, "Your brother's better than you at League of Legends," and then walks away. On another occasion, I was walking around with my girlfriend at a convention. She was cosplaying a character. All of a sudden, a random ballsack of a dickhead comes up to her and says, "Insert another character from the same show, is better," and then continues walking. Why? Why did those two think that was a good use of his and our time? Was it nice? No. Was it true? Can't.
So, Verizon and Google have teamed up on the Pixel 2. It's a match made in tech heaven. It's like Verizon is the oil and Google is the balsamic.
No, actually, they separate into a suspension.
It's more like the Google Pixel 2 is the unlimited storage.
And Verizon is the best unlimited plan.
What if it's like H2 and O?
Yeah,
that's right. Like that.
I had a feeling that would score with you guys. Good meeting.
When you really
64 cores, 256 threads, running at 1.3 to 1.5 gigahertz with 32 megabytes of cache. Meet the Knights Landing Xeon Phi, one of the most insane CPUs in the world. How insane? Well, how does a theoretical 2.5 teraflops sound? Got no context for that? Don't stress. It's like a lot. Like look how big this thing is. I could take over the world with this sort of power. But first I need to pay the bills, which is why today's video is brought to you by TunnelBear. TunnelBear makes it easy to privately and secure current generation of Xeon Phi, Intel's version of what's referred to as a many-core processor, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's built around the idea of trading off per-thread performance for an obscene number of threads and maximum throughput, with the theory being that a simpler, scaled-down core design can dramatically scale up in number while still utilizing existing tools. So we can actually trace Knights Landing's lineage back to Project Larrabee, first US add-in card, codename Knight's Corner. Landing looks a little different. It launched last year, and unlike Knight's Corner, it works exclusively in the LGA 3647 socket that high-end Xeon Pearly CPUs also slot into. So adding support for AVX 512 and its many extensions gives Knights Landing a lot of flexibility in its target market. So then, who's the target market? I'm glad you asked. Uses for this include protein folding simulation, weather prediction, AI and neural network research and development, and molecular simulation, with libraries like TensorFlow and the UIUC do is game on it. And I'm actually kidding about that. At 1.3 gigahertz, I can tell you guys right now, without firing up a single benchmark, what the gaming performance will look like. Like that. As for productivity though, yeah, right out of the gate it falls flat on its face. Coming in at under half of Core i9's and nearly a third of Threadripper's score in 7-zip, and Cinebench, CPU Mark, and RealBench not looking much better. Even Blender, a conventionally multi-core friendly benchmark, sees terrible performance, given the $1,900 price tag for the chip alone. So no, these results won't do it all. Xeon Phi is clearly unlike anything we've ever tried to benchmark before. You'd need like a PhD or something to properly evaluate this thing. Which is where Dr. Kinghorn, our friend over at Puget Systems, comes in. As a chemist and mathematician, Dr. Kinghorn is no stranger to high-level computation like this, and agreed to remote into our Knights Landing workstation and do some of the testing for us, while also running his own 14-core Xeon 2690V4 workstation through the same suite to give us a point of comparison. The results?
Hey guys, it's Gabrielle Moses here. I am doing something with my life, which I don't even know what I'm doing, but that is perfectly okay. I can't even talk today. So it's extremely sexy. That girl's just absolutely love. Wait, scratch that. Forgot to say something. Literally every single guy can do these things. I'm not gonna be specific to certain guys. Yes, of course, some guys are more attractive than others. Girls are naturally just more attracted to those attractive guys. I mean, it's life. Hello, get over it. Sorry, that was kind of rude. Harsh. So the first thing guys do that is very attractive is that they have good hygiene. You're not smelling them from a mile away, even if it is a nice cologne smell or BO. Either one, you don't want to have a too strong scent. When guys just spray a little bit of cologne on them, it's nice. But another aspect of good hygiene is having good skin. You know, I do not know any guys who actually take care of their own skin. So, I mean, girls typically do have better skin than guys because they wash their skin, moisturize it, they take care of it. Guys just, I mean, they just don't do that. With me, I personally love to use my own face wash, Dermacare, because it's pretty great. So,
Hey, it's Eli from The Verge. It's like Monday morning, 10 a.m. Just walked out of a meeting with Apple and I've got it. It's the iPhone 10. Now, this is gonna be a weird one. It's not how it usually is. I've only got 24 hours to review this phone. That's all they're giving us. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna publish a first video today as quickly as we can of all the features, look at stuff, take our impressions. Then I want your questions, put them in the comments below. We'll publish a much longer video answering all those questions in a couple of days. All right, well, roadblock number one, I need to put my SIM in here, and I don't know about you, but I am not in possession of a paperclip currently, nor would I want to do that operation in the back of a moving car. But the screen looks nice. So we're here in the studio. I'm gonna give you some quick impressions of the big stuff, the screen, the cameras, and Face ID. The screen. There's a notch, no getting around it. It's right there at the top of the screen. I will say that even just using it after a few hours, I've stopped thinking about the notch or caring about the notch. You will notice it in two places right away. The first is in apps to play video. So we run the Star Wars trailer on YouTube. YouTube is optimized for the phone. It looks weird because you can either go full screen and the notch sits over the left side of the video, or you can shrink it down so it doesn't, but then the video is pillar boxed and letterboxed, and that means it's really small, which is just not great. So you've got two not great options. The other thing is apps that aren't optimized for this display are kind of broken. So like Dark Sky has a weird black bar at the top. Google Docs, which isn't optimized yet, has huge borders at the top and bottom. They're basically fake bezels. Other apps that use auto layout, like my newsreader app Newsify, it's just broken. There's lines cutting across the status bar. Usually Apple developers are really great about fixing their apps for new versions of iOS, but the last time Apple made a change this big was the iPhone 6, and it took some developers years to make their apps work on iPhone 6 size screens. So we'll see how it goes. The screen is a 5.8-inch OLED display, and I would say the experience of using it so far is actually somewhere in between the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus. It doesn't act like a plus-size display. It doesn't have tabs in Safari and landscape. The keyboard is about the same size as the iPhone 8. The reason is it's got the notch at the top and this control area at the bottom where the home button used to be. So the vertical real estate of the screen is actually a little bit smaller than you think. So you get a bigger screen than an iPhone 8 and it will look bigger, but in terms of usable area, it's not as big as the 8 Plus. It's right in the middle. So I know there's been a lot of controversy about the Pixel 2 XL display, and that's led to a lot of controversy about OLED screens in general. And I'm just gonna tell you, looking at it for a few hours, this display is great. It's made by Samsung, but Apple is really insistent that they actually designed and engineered it themselves. So Samsung's just manufacturing it. And it's a pen tile arrangement, if you're that kind of nerd. I know I am.